Well, hello you guys, and welcome to the video where I'm going to be discussing and sharing with you the best MoonCat nail polishes that I think you must try, at least as far as my collection goes. Now, I don't have the entire collection, but as you see, my collection is rather extensive, okay? It's pretty large and in charge, and I use and I swatch everything, and I feel like there are some really big, specific standout shades. They're all unique and special in their own way, let's get real. But I have ones that I want to share with you that I think are the top 3 in each category, so we're going to be going over each category. Your creams, your holos, your multichromes, your magnetics, your just mind-blowing amazingness. We're gonna go in each category, top 3, and I'm also gonna pick a shade in each color category that I think is a standout top shade. So your ROY G BIV, we're gonna be picking one in each one, just to kind of like, you know, show you the ropes, show you what's going on. I do want to mention I'm going to be excluding any limited edition shades from this video just to keep it fair, because most of them you can't get anymore. Who knows when they're going to come back. So this is just like the year round. As far as filming this video, all of these are available. Like I said, I don't have the entire collection, but it's pretty big, and I do want to mention that a lot of it was sent in PR. However, I have placed orders myself as well because I love it so much. You guys, here, little sidebar. MoonCat literally changed my mind about nail polishes. I used to be a gel polish only user. I didn't mind spending the time because I could not stand nail polish. It would always chip in one day. It was so annoying. I hate letting it dry. Then MoonCat came into my life and it changed my life. Not to be dramatic or anything, but you guys, it goes on so smoothly. The brush itself is genius. It has like that kind of paddly style brush that just glides right on. It's the longest lasting nail polishes I've ever used before. I'm using one of their new glitter flakies, and it's been on my nails for 5 days now. Yes, now today I'm finally getting some wear on the edges. I wanted you guys to see that. Day 5. Last night I probably should have, you know, just done a fresh little coat of top coat on there and I wouldn't have any chipping. That's crazy to me. I used to use big box name brand polishes and they always came off in a day. Didn't fail. So I was like, done. Then MoonCat came in my life. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. Look at my collection now. Look at it now, you guys. And I'm going to share with you what I think you need to check out next time you place a MoonCat order, because hello? The textures are so stunning. It blows away. Anytime they come out with a new collection, my mind is blown. Tell me if you're with me on that one. Tell me if you're with me. So we're going to dive into it. But before we do, make sure you subscribe if you don't want to miss out on my future beauty videos. And if you like book things, come check me out over on Bookstagram, on Instagram at ashleyellix, and TikTok. TikTok is like a little bit of both. It's kind of whatever I feel like, honestly. And you can also check out my podcast with my bestie too. It's all about books at Besties in the Books podcast. But enough about all of that. I'm going to show you guys some swatches. We're going to go through list by list, line by line, and give out the awards for the best of, and let's go into it. Boop! Okay, so listen, I'm going to get creams out of the way because I don't feel like I don't care about cream polishes, but there's a few that stand out to me in the collection. MoonCat doesn't release a lot of creams, but when they do knock it out of the park. But creams to me, they're very like, do you need this for a specific reason, okay? But I'm gonna give the #1 winner spot to Emo for Life. Emo for Life is the best black shade ever. It is very much like a one and done swipe of polish. I do 2 coats, but it's not always necessary. If I'm doing artwork and stuff on my nails, I can just do the 1 coat. I don't have to worry about that. So it is so opaque. It is amazing. And yes, I have tried Holo Taco's blackout, whatever. I think it's called 1 Coat Black, and it's good too, but I love Emo for Life. Like, that is one of my first loves. That's one of the first polishes that I bought from them, and it is amazing. I love it. But let's talk about 2 other creams that have stood out for me. I have used Beowulf a few times now, and I love it. It is such a beautiful green, and it's that same consistency that I love from Emo for Life. It is so good. And let's give a shout out to a little nude shade. So A Doll's House. So pretty. Such a gorgeous nudie shade, am I right? And it is so opaque, so nice. Now let's get into what like MoonCat is known for, okay? Not that the creams are bad. They aren't. They're just, you know, they just don't pizzazz. They're not wow, but the formula is really good and I do like it. So I don't want to knock it. And there's a place and a time for creams, but it's like when you have a magnetic next to it or a multichrome, you're looking at these glitter flakies, right? You're not going to be looking at creams on my hands, okay? So no hate to the creams. I just see something shiny and I want it in my life. Okay, so that's where the focus is going to be. So let's talk about magnetic shades, okay? Because they're so good at magnetics. They're so pretty. Ghost Ship has recently launched and it is such a stunning, mind-blowing shade. It just has such a good, amazing shift. And if you are new to using magnetic shades, Ghost Ship is a really good one to start out because you're really going to see the difference there in that bluish shade with the silver. And then the next one I want to mention, it's a personal favorite of mine, okay? This was one of the shades that I know I purchased myself too because I was so obsessed with the videos that I would see of it and the photos I would see of it, and that is Smoke Screen. It is a gray shifter magnetic shade that has like a purpley, pinky, orangey kind of shift to it. It is incredible and I love it so, so much. Another magnetic shade that I think that you should check out is a newer shade called Drown My Demons. Gorgeous, absolutely stunning. They're, like I said, they are so good at magnetic shades. There are some that are in limited edition collections. They tend to do a lot of magnetics in limited edition collections and collabs. I don't want to mention those. However, those are actually the ones that would probably stand out the most in my mind. So if you have them, you know, like from the, you know, Hocus Pocus collection, the House in Wonderland collection, they have some stunning ones in there. But these I'm trying to keep at just the always available as far as this video is being made. These are all available. Okay, let's go on to Holo. Another first love. Another first love. The #1 spot for me for a Holo, a holographic. Dude, it's so good. And I have to put an old video in for you guys that I'm hoping that I have somewhere because I actually broke this and I need to replace it. I was so heartbroken. The glass was so broken. It was no salvaging it. And that one is Fake Halo. I literally was I make my own like nail press-on sets, glue-on sets, and I was literally making a set featuring fake Halo. I always say fake Halo, sorry. Fake Halo. And it slipped out of my hand, flew across the room and smashed all over my bathroom. It was such a sad day. And I had to rechange my idea of what I was going to do. But the shift is stunning. Now this one's a little bit tricky based on skin tone. It can look very different. So definitely check out MoonCat swatches that they have on their website because they're so good at doing different skin tones, different hand textures, different ages. I love how they do their swatches. So, you know, you can come to me for some swatches and I always swatch the new collections, but if you want specific skin tones and stuff, go check out their swatch videos, swatch pictures, because they're very inclusive and I love it. And I'm sorry, I only got one style hand. I can show you mine, but it's so good. Not Today, Satan. That is a beautiful, beautiful pinky Holo shifting shade. I just love how in the sun it just bursts. It just does such a cool thing. It totally reminds me of the 80s and I love it. And this one was hard. Between Full Scream Ahead and Boa Constrictor, I think I'm gonna have to go with Boa Constrictor. It's just really intense and it's such a good Holo. Both would be a good choice, but I'm gonna say with the #3 spot is gonna go to Boa Constrictor. Okay, let's talk flakies because I am obsessed with their flakies. They need to come out with even more, okay? Because this is the best one. The one I showed you at the beginning that I have on my nails right now, I think it's pronounced Maelstrom. Maelstrom. I have really bad pronunciation. Maelstrom. Whatever it is amazing and I love it. I have it on my toes, I have it on my fingers. It's just, it has that blue base and it's like a bluish base and then it has that greeny glitter flakies in there. It's just like ocean on crack. I don't know how else to describe it. It is just perfect for like a summer, but like it doesn't have to just be summer. It's literally May right now and I'm doing it. I guess that's almost summer, whatever. But it's so good. Also check out Velociraptor. That is the shade that when I put it on my nails, I could not stop looking at my nails. That's how glitter flakies are to me. Like I said, ooh, shiny. Velociraptor is such a fun shade. That is from the Prehistoric collection that actually can mattify down without doing a specific matte coat. You can change any of these to matte or glossy depending on their top coats that you use, but on its own, it's so good, so good. And then I intensify with the matte, but I've used it with gloss too, and it is beautiful. Pomegranate Seeds is the last one I want to mention because again, it just has that flat base with the flakies in it, and it's just something special. It is so shiny. Anything that I find myself like doing this little number with my nails, it's like an A in my book because I get joy out of it. And if I get joy out of it, then I hope you do too, and we can all like it together. Let's move on here to Multichromes. Okay, Multichromes have my heart. I got it on my eyes today, so if you see my eyeshadows like a little bit shifty, that is what's going on. I love Multichromes. So Multichrome #1, I need to mention that you need to try Whiskey Sunrise. Okay, so I'm not only about bright fun colors, I like the dark moody ones too. This one's an orangey shifty reddish one, and it is so good. You gotta see it to believe it. Supervillain also is a stunning multi-chrome shift. However, something just took the cake for me. I need to find out the name. Hang on a second. A Most Destructive Melody. Okay, I was obsessed with Supervillain before, but if you don't like that thick glitter texture, because I know it's not for everyone, it's a little bit harder to remove, then try a Most Destructive Melody, because it basically has your same color tones in there and your same shifty vibes, except it's smoother and it's still impactful. It is gorgeous. And the last one that I need to mention, which is perfect for summer, we're coming up here on summer here, try Mermaid Bait. Okay, I did it in Hawaii and it was like perfect. I even was like on the rooftop, and I need to admit, I need to get my footage of my nails because it was calling for the mermaids. Mermaid Bait, amazing, 10 out of 10, love it so much. Okay, this is new. This is a new category for MoonCat, but thermals. They only have 3, so I'm only gonna mention 3 because that's all they have. But at the top of my list, if you were to pick any thermal to try first, I would personally suggest Queen of the Dead. That shade is so pretty. It's like a deep burgundy black, and then it shifts to a beautiful cranberry red. So stunning, and the shift is superior. It is really good. Treachery in the Blue, that one, it's gonna be pink nude to blue. Now, the only disclaimer with this one, it is so moody and so cool, and it's literally gonna give you that crazy shift. However, do I love it on my natural nails? Personally, I don't. It does look a little dead feels, dead vibes, because, you know, it's just exactly the color of my natural nail bed, and then turns blue on the tips because it changes with the temperature, because that's what a thermal does. So use your discretion, I guess, but it's really, really freaking cool. And then the last one that they have available for thermal is Dark Omens. It is kind of similar to Queen of the Dead, so I would like to see them come out with some more dramatic shifting colors, and I can't wait to see what they come out with. Like I said, those are the only 3 that they have, but that is the order from my most favorite to least, but they're all still really cool. But I only have so many things to compare it to, you know, as opposed to all the other categories that they have a lot of. So I think the last category, I hope I'm not forgetting anything, but I think the last category I chose to do was more of like your shears and what stood out to me for that. So these 2 are kind of similar, but I love Moon Jelly. It's kind of like your glitter flaky sheer. It's not too thick though, and it's just really cute. You can just pop it right on just for like a little something something. And then number 2, which I thought was a very pretty, just soft shade, like your nail bed, but better. You know how they say your skin, but better. This is your nail bed, but better. And that's Sand Viper. It is a very much, most skin tones have a nail bed. That is this shade. And then if you want like a little sparkle over it, that's what Sand Viper does. Really pretty, really gorgeous. And then a standout shade that's very glowy would be Ghost of Hecate. I think I said that right. Ooh, I'm so bad. But Hecate. I don't know. I've looked it up so many times and it just won't stick in my brain. But this shade is a really pretty, gorgeous sheer shade, and I think you should try it out. It looks so cool on as like a topper on so many different polishes, so give that a try. Don't forget that so many of these shades can transform other shades. That's what's so special about MoonCat colors too, and polishes, is that they can become a polish all on their own depending how you layer things. There's like a Facebook group that is the MoonCat Facebook group that you can search and you can be a part of, and you can see everybody's different styles that they come up with, and it always blows my mind. It is so fun to even just peruse and like everybody's stuff, because there's so many cute different pairings and skittlings and ombre effects and pairings. It just is good. It's a fun time over there. I don't think she has any jellies right now. Honestly, I don't like jellies, so I'm not mad about that. At least I don't have any in my collection, so I don't have a category for that. But let's talk the shades that I think stand out in each category. And these are different than the ones that I mentioned, because these other ones, those are like what stand out in that texture, but these are the shades that I think stand out in each shade category. So We're going to do ROY G BIV here, but I'm going to have a couple honorary colors as well. So let's start with pink. I think the standout shade for pink, and if you are a MoonCat baby, you know that I'm going to say this. I'm going to say Merkitten because it glows. And this shade sold out so many times when it was first released with the 2023 Mermaid collection. It was so hard for them to keep in stock, but Merkitten is so cute. And if you need a good pink, do this one because it is like Barbie pink. My next nail set I think is going to be Merkitten with like the House of Hades blue together. I saw Michelle do that combo and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna do it too because it is so freaking cool and it's perfect for that transition into summer. Adorable. Now ROY G BIV R. R is for red, and red is gonna be Pandemonium. This shade is such a special red shade that glows. It does give a shift of an orange vibe, but that's what makes it so special. It's a little bit of a chaotic red and you need to try it. Orange has to go to, I want to cheat and give you an honorary mention, but let me just hear me out, okay? Orange has to go to Whiskey Sunrise. Again, that was a multi-chrome I discussed just because it is so special and it's orangey, but it's also kind of brownish and it kind of gives you just a lot of different things. I'm going to give an honorary mention to Hermit Crab because it is a true bright orange that would honestly go perfect with my hair. That is such a fun shade. I'm going to land with Whiskey Sunrise, but again, a little honorary mention for the Hermit Crab. Yellow, I think the only yellow shade they have, at least that I have, unless you want to count golds and stuff, is going to be Demeter's Harvest. They based this one off of, I think it was an April Fool's joke, maybe, but it's something about the, you know, the corn song that was going around. It's corn. I love corn. So that one, Demeter's Harvest, you want a good yellow, a bright, fun yellow, check out Demeter's Harvest. It is a super fun shade that looks like corn. So you have little corn nails. G is for green. I've already talked about this in the creams, and I'm going to say it again because it is such a beautiful shade, and that's Beowulf, okay? I'm just saying, if you need a good forest green, it is a cream, but go with the green. Go with Beowulf. I'm rhyming over here. You can easily transform it though if you want to pop on Fool's Gold. Dude, it looks so cool with Fool's Gold. I can't speak. Fool's Gold on top of it. It's going to mattify it, but you have those gold flakies in there and it makes it such a fun I'm telling you, you can make so many fun shades with their things, with their stuff. I would like to see more fun transforming toppers from them. That would be great. But let's go into blue. Now, this may come as a shock to some of you that I'm not picking House of Hades for blue. I am actually picking what I think is the unsung hero, the underdog of the blue category, and it's Midnight Rider. I do not think Midnight Rider is getting enough love, you guys. This shade blows my boots off, okay? Because, pun intended, because this was a part of the Midnight Rodeo Cowboy something collection. It is such a beautiful blue that has this, the way the glitter, okay, it hurts my brain. The way these silver flecks sparkle is just out of this world, okay? It's just amazing. So try it out. House of Hades is gorgeous. I'm not knocking it, but Midnight Rider blows me away more somehow, okay? It just does. Let's talk indigo. Indigo is a funny color. It's blue, but it's violet, but it's a mix of both, but it's its own thing, but like, this is perfect for that. I'm gonna go with a Destructive Melody for that one, okay? It is so stunning, so gorgeous. Let me know if you've tried it out. Violet, ooh, they have so many good violet shades. I'm gonna have to go with Pomegranate Seeds on that one. Even though it has those pink little flakies in there, it is so special with that violet base, and it is like the truest violet that I see in my collection. It is so pretty, my goodness. Teal. Now I'm mentioning teal because I did see this in the Facebook group that people were like wanting to see teal swatches. What teal stands out the most? When I was organizing my collection, I'm like, oh, it's this. It's River Styx. Look at how glowy this shade is. Look at how teal it is. Never have you seen a truer teal polish before. I dare you to tell me a truer teal, okay? Because it's so good. Now, white, okay? I wanted to talk briefly about this. White seems like it would be easy. Oh, it's White Rabbit, that cream white polish. It's actually not. I gotta be honest. I don't really love White Rabbit, the formula. It can get kind of weird. It's fine once you put a top coat on, but it can be a little bit gummy sometimes. I find the formula of it a little bit different than the other cream formulas, at least the bottle that I have. So I'm not gonna say White Rabbit, but I am gonna go with Heaven Metal. It's borderline a bright white silver, but still white. So Heaven Metal is a gorgeous shade that you can either wear on your own or as a topper, and that's the one that's the winner for me. I would say I feel like probably Pixie Stick. I don't own it, but it is a really pretty shade, and I think that would probably maybe beat Heaven Metal. but I don't have it to tell you, so that would be cheating. Black, obviously emo for life. However, definitely if you love black, check out some of the other shades that are like almost black. Again, I don't own, I think it's Raven or Raven something. That one is like you're almost black, but it's not all the way. That one's really cool, but try emo for life if you haven't yet, you guys, because it is like a one and done. Such a good polish. Look at that. I named a couple creams in here still. Brown, okay. Dark Horse. This is one of those polishes that I feel like anybody that likes brown nail polish needs to try this one. Dark Horse is incredible. If you like the look of Whiskey Sunrise, but you want a darker version of it, Dark Horse is your girl, okay? Because it has almost a black shift with that bronze, like antique bronze brown shift. Incredible. If you were to ask me what my favorite collection was out of the year that isn't a collab from MoonCat or ever, dude, Midnight Rodeo came out with some bangers that I still wear constantly. Like that collection surprised me. I'm your emo girl, okay? I'm your rocker girl, your book lover. I'm not a country gal. But that collection is so good. It's like a moody cowgirl, okay? It's, what's that thing that was trending? It's y'all alternative, okay? I hate it. But, you know, that kind of vibe. It's like dark cowboy, a dark, moody, brooding cowboy. Okay, I gotta give a moment for the nudes out there. I know some people love that. The one that stand out for me the most was Sand Viper. We talked about that earlier in the sheer collection because I just feel like, again, most people's nail beds, no matter your skin color, most of our nail beds are a lighter tone. And the nail polish for Sand Viper it just looks like your nails but better, and it just gives you that glossy shimmery look. So it's a little bit different than just doing a gloss polish. You're still getting something interesting there, but I feel like a lot of people that aren't allowed to wear colorful nail polishes would get away with something like this because it's like, I'm not really wearing polish, or like not obvious, you know what I mean? It'd be a good middle ground if you're allowed to wear polish but it can't stand out, but you still want to wear something fun. Sand Viper, I think, would be your girl. Now, before we wrap this up, I thought it'd be really fun if you guys mention a couple that you would want to try. Like, what are on your top list? Leave that down in the comments below. I'm going to tell you, I have 3. Well, great. While I was making this video, my wish list grew. Well, as always, anytime I visit the MoonCat website, my 3 like tops that I want to try to get from MoonCat one of these days is Dragon Scales. Okay, it's a multi-chrome, beautiful. I've tried getting it 2 times during the sales that they have, and I have struck out both times. They sold out right away. So Dragon Scales is one. Moonflower, because I love holos, and I decided I need a silver holo in my life. I don't know how I've gone this long without it, but it is time, and I need it. I've been trying to do a bunch of different art designs, and I'm like, oh, I need a silver holo for this. So that one. And I keep going back to this one, so I feel like I probably need it too. And it's Stumped because it's a multi-chrome, flaky, glitter flaky, and I need that. It's like the best of both worlds. So come on, check out those 2 while you're at it. These are the must tries out of each category, and you guys, let me know what you want to try, and let me know what your favorite. If you've tried MoonCat before, I want to know what your #1 favorite is too. So drop a comment, leave it there for me. Make sure you guys subscribe before you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't worry, I'll be swatching more MoonCats as soon as more MoonCat polishes come out. You can come check that out. So make sure your bell notifications are turned on so you don't miss out on that. And I'll see you guys in the next one, okay? Bye!